Hello, welcome back to Danny Talks Alive. This is season 6, episode 2, and I got my special guest, Drama B, with me today.
Yes. We in the building.
So this is the part of the show where we get to know all about Drama B, right? You know, my Bronx bred brother. If you didn't know, he is from the BX, and I am also from the BX. And this is a really juicy thing I'm actually gonna say here right now while you're here. We actually went to middle school together. Yeah. Which is so crazy.
118.
I know, right? Shout out to 118, baby. Shout out to 118 in the Bronx. If y'all went there, y'all already know. Y'all must have seen us around. You know, he was mad annoying. And in middle school, like, you just were. You were always, like, super loud, but you were mad cool, though.
I was loud. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, we did go to middle school together. And I love when I could say our path has crossed again.
Yeah.
And to this magnitude, right? Like I was saying earlier, this man has 1 billion streams, bro. So if you are an artist and you guys are watching whatever he's doing, I need to take a page out of his book to get these streams because you just posted your Spotify
Wrapped. Yeah.
Please tell these people. Talk about it. How many listeners this man has? Go ahead.
It was this year about 3 million. 16 million streams, almost 16.9 million streams.
That is
year.
Insane. And I saw that he has like over 500,000 monthly listeners.
Yes.
Like, stop playing with my boy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is why I'm like so excited. Like, to be running around the hallways of like middle school, to be sitting here with you now as like one of the most streamed artists like ever.
Top 1%.
No, literally.
Top 1%.
Top 1%? Are you freaking hearing me right now? Okay, he's in the top 1% of where most people might not ever get to. Like, let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's also why I really wanted to bring you onto Tanny Talks, because I feel like, number one, we've crossed paths before, but then I wanted to just expose all of your like successes, and I think that you're incredibly dope, and that's why like I have you here today, because like, how do you achieve something like that? What did you do? What is the cheat code, my guy?
Well, it's just knowing where you're going. For the most part, is making decisions. It's all about decisions that you make that either complement your where you headed, or it can destroy it. So when I first started, I had a goal of just creating a label. Me and my brother was watching Danny Phantom.
And the cartoon?
Yeah, the cartoon.
I love Danny
This
Phantom.
is in 2009, July 7th. And I was like, hey, I want to make a record label on YouTube. And he was like, my oldest brother, he went to middle school. He went to 118 as well. Yeah. So he was like, okay, let's do it. And so he was just down. I wasn't even rapping at the time. He was going to be a rapper. I was just producing. And he just was like, hey, you know what? I want you to rap as well. My cousin John had told me that. He was like, we went to Connecticut. He was like, yo, I showed him beats and my brother was rapping. I'm freestyling. He's like, yo, y'all should just be a team. Y'all should do some music together. And I was like, okay. So I started the rapping. And fast forward around like 2015 is where things took a turn for, in my eyes, the better. But it also took away some things as well, because I got hit up by this guy named Foreign to do a hip-hop record, and he had told me, yo, I just need some bars on this. I need you to go crazy. I'm like, all right, cool. He sends it to me as a hip-hop beat. He asked me to send the vocals back to him. I said, I don't normally send out vocals. I'm like, I usually mix my own stuff and everything. And I was like, all right, I'm going to trust it. That was a decision. So, boom, sent it off. He sent it back, and he was like, hey, this is the record. And it wasn't hip-hop. It was just EDM. It was like an EDM grime thing. And I'm just like, what is this? Like,
his version?
Yeah, he sent me back a whole different
grungy vibe. We weren't even on the same level.
It wasn't.
Like, this is 2 different genres.
Totally different. And I was just like, this sounds cool though. I was like, it's different. You know, I like experimenting with sounds and frequencies.
So it kind of shocked you. You was like, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
What is this?
And it was dope though. It was really dope. And I was just like, he's like, hey, we're gonna release this on SoundCloud. And you know, I was like, all right, cool. We released it, and it started getting like a lot of attention. Big pages, EDM networks, 100,000 follower page, started
So it was
reposting the
literally
music.
like a overnight.
It just changed the trajectory of things, and from that I met people, and through my decisions of like just conversing and building relationships with people who started out just posting music, who then turned into execs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They then turned into label owners.
They forget about the management part of it.
So Tribal Trap had came along. This was before Tribal Trap was even like a label. It's ran by Stan Wittenberg. He he was uploading my music to SoundCloud. It was me and Wizard. Wizard is a producer. So I was just rapping at that time because I was trying to get into that field of trap music. And so Stan was saying, he said, listen, bro, I had an album for him. And he's like, yo, we can't put this out right now because we're changing the trajectory of Tribal Trap. We're becoming a label. And I was like, okay, so what do I need to, who do I need to work with? He's like, we're doing drops now. And I'm like, drops? Okay. Who makes drops? And he pointed my way to the producers. And I just started working with these producers and everything. And then I'm
finna get in. You ain't telling me I'm not.
Okay, yeah. It's like, yo, kicking, like these getting numbers. I was posted on channels like Rap City, Trap Nation, All the Nations. I met the owner of Trap Nation. And I didn't meet the owners of Trap City and everything, but I know them from Instagram, Facebook. Nice. I started just adding so many people on Facebook that was mutual friends of these people.
Yeah. And
just got my way into networking with everybody. And from there, I met my amazing bro, Scan. He declined my first record that we did because he said it didn't fit the vibe. But then he took the vocals and then brought it back to me with a different beat, and it was crazy. We released it with Tribal Trap and everything. Tribal Trap is the genius behind like these numbers happening marketing wise, because Tribal Trap released the biggest song, No Glory. Right. Give It to Them, all of these big numbers. That's Tribal Trap did so much of that, and I was fortunate enough to.
But
meet
what do you
Stan.
think that they did that made it so like?
They knew what was happening. Like they had the connections
to pushing it to the right people.
Trap Nations and stuff. Because Trap Nation was a YouTube channel. It's a network though, but their YouTube channel. They would upload a song, and it would get 100,000 views within like the first 10 hours. So it was like.
So it was like one of those entities, like a World Star or something of that sort.
You need to make music in a sense that they rock with to get on their channels, and so
I understand.
They accepted certain music.
Okay,
yeah.
I feel like your tactic was, let me find out what they're on.
Yeah.
And they took my vocals and they put it on another beat to make it more their style.
Yeah, to their style.
Do you feel like you lost like a sense of like your own individual artistry behind that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I gained the new level.
It's like it was a give and a take. It's like they kind of stripped me of what I originally wanted to do, but they knew what they were doing in order to get me to where I needed to be.
But the thing about it is like, because I started out doing hip hop, and so me doing hip hop, I brought that to EDM though. I brought that same type of rapping
to the EDM world.
But the thing about the EDM world is that it's producer first,
right?
Not artist first. It's opposite of hip hop. Hip hop is about the producers, but the producers get like they get bashed.
They're
like
hidden
they hit it behind the scenes. I call that like that's you know what I'm saying. But in EDM, it was producers and it was featuring the artists.
Right.
It's crazy because even on Spotify, we weren't.
Yeah, the artists became the features instead of the main.
But
person
we weren't able to get our names as main artists on Spotify and things like that. So it was me, Scan, Mime, it was a couple other people, Born Eye, and a couple others that we banded up and said, hey, if we getting on records with producers, we're gonna be main artists because we got to get these numbers. Because just the producers were getting the numbers. So we were getting the money that comes with it, but we weren't getting the recognition, the numbers on our profile. So once we started doing that, that's when the numbers started really adding up. And then next thing you know, 80,000 monthly listeners, 100,000, 500,000. I hit 1 million monthly listeners before already. So it's crazy. The music
so I would say, correct me if I'm wrong, if you're an artist, I would say find a platform, find out what they want, find out if it's something you can create, and then go based on that as well. Like follow the algorithms.
Well, I wouldn't say follow the algorithm is because then that's like following like a trend, because a lot of people who basically I was doing EDM with, as soon as like that type of trend kind of died, they just hopped on the next wave, the next wave, the next wave, the next wave, instead of creating something solid where it's just like, you know,
it's hard.
Yeah. So it's hard. So when you do that wave jump, just know that you're gonna be jumping forever.
Facts.
When you build a solid foundation, you're not jumping forever. You are the creator of that foundation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah.
That's hard. Shoot. So let me tell you something. Being an artist is definitely
challenging.
Hard, especially like trying to obtain the type of like fan base and stream and views and listeners like you've created. Like I think that's a huge achievement.
Well, I say it's hard, but at the same time, I wouldn't say it's very hard. And the reason why I wouldn't say is because as long as you enjoy it, let it take you where it takes you. That's just what music did. It took me where it took me. I've never been a person like every time I try to calculate something, it doesn't work out. This happened. I feel like this all happened because of the direction that I'm headed in now.
Right.
So it's just like grassroots. How am I heading back to grassroots in 7th grade? It was a kid named Hector. He handed me a CD where I started really listening to hip hop music, like old school.
No way.
So it's crazy because I was from Hector, and so it's crazy. I'm linking up with you now, but I'm back in the roots. So I'm back in the roots. You get what I'm saying?
Full circle.
It's just the way life go. You got to go with it. Go with the flow. All you can control is your action and the reaction. Everything else you can't control. 80% you can't control.
And I feel like on that note, I feel like we could always use that to go ahead and reset. And then what we're going to get into is actually his song, Reset, featuring
Kyla Nay.
Shout outs to them. And shout outs to my boy Drama B. Let's get into that track right now.
Great artist right there.
The new party.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to Tinny Talks Live. This is season 6. Episode 2, and I got Drama B with me here, recording artist, videographer, and extraordinaire in the building. All right, so we was just talking about like, you know, your billion stream success and things of that sort. But I also wanted to let y'all know, if y'all didn't know, my boy actually got his songs played in some major sports arenas. Like, how is that even possible? So you got Major League Baseball, Major League Soccer.
Major League Soccer. Not. We got
Major League. No, NBA.
NBA, yeah.
He got his songs in the NBA, so it's National Basketball Association.
Yeah.
Right. And the MLS. Major League Soccer.
Yeah, we got Netflix. We had
GoPro.
We had interest in MLB, but we didn't get the spot. We was right there. We got the email and everything, showed us everything, but we didn't get the spot.
So how do you do that? Like, how do you make music for like a sports league? Like
sports leagues, like hype anthems, you know,
arena type.
Yeah, arena
songs.
type.
I know what you mean.
They need something that's gonna get the crowd moving, and so
hype music.
When it came to the NBA and the MLS, it was with the same producer, because Beat Smash, that's his name. Beat Smash, we did a record. He reached out to me, and I was like, yeah, let's get it going. We did the record. And he sent me an email. He's like, yo, we got interest in this league that want to use the music. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm over here, man, but I ain't even know what league. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, yep. And I read the email, and I saw MLS, and I'm just like, MLS? What's MLS? Major League Soccer? I'm like, the Philadelphia Union is Subaru Stadium. Like, it's crazy.
Yes.
I got invited there, everything.
Wow, good for you. So you went to a game and everything?
Yeah, they invited us out there. It was beautiful. They invited us out for the NBA as well, but I didn't make it to that one. I couldn't make it there. Yeah, I know.
What?
Sometimes
Where was that?
That was in Denver.
Nice.
It was in Colorado. For the Denver Nuggets. And that was the year that they won the championship.
Wow.
So we was playing on the same night that they won. Yeah. No, I don't think we went out there we didn't get invited out there for the championship game, but we got the song was playing during the championship. And BB, my boy BB, that's in here right here. He actually went to a game and recorded it too and sent me the video. Like, they really playing your song. He went to one of the games. I was like, yo, that's my bro right there.
That's really showing love.
So that was love right there. But again, that's just from networking how it works, and I don't mind giving the advice is collaboration. Collaboration is the secret. Literally, it's not about. A lot of people worry about the money aspect, charging people for collaborations and all that stuff. True. But you kind of knock opportunities because of that. If I would have said no to Beat Smash, I wouldn't have got MLS, the Major League Soccer 1 year, and the very next year get the NBA.
So you got to kind of be humble and be like, you know what, let people. You kind of was so gracious with your stuff. You was like, you can have it. It's cool. Yeah. Like, whatever, take it if you need it. And then that got you an open up door where. Yeah,
if I would have listened to certain advice, and this is why I always tell people, like, listen to your intuition. People told me if people don't have a certain amount of monthly listeners, you shouldn't work with them. Beat Smash had a lot less monthly listeners, but he had the connections. He has a connection, so it's just like he don't have to have those numbers for me. If I would have said no to him because of money, then guess what? We wouldn't have got a check from these places. Period. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have publishing from. The songs played for the whole season. We're not talking 1 day, 2 days. We're talking about the whole season. Both times.
Multiple games. Stop playing.
Just like the music lives on Netflix right now. Like, in that, that's the cool thing between hip-hop and the EDM is that I have music placed on Netflix with hip-hop and the stadium music EDM. So it's kind of like switching modes a little bit. Yeah, it's different.
At least you got your hand in two buckets. Like, stop playing with me. Like,
it's being versatile. Like people tell you, don't be a one trick. Be a one trick pony. Like, focus on one thing. What they say, the jack of all trades is the master of none.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like people have told me that. But it's like, hey, if I can do this, like for instance, video work. Now I could work with somebody else video-wise and get connections through there.
I say that too. I'm like, listen, I could do anything. People be like, why don't you just stay to be in a media personality? Because I can do it all. And I feel like anybody who does anything doesn't just do one thing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Doesn't just do one thing. We got to have multiple streams of income, different types of style. You have to have variety.
I could tell you this. Somebody who has an investment portfolio, I bet you is not in one stock.
Period.
I'm pretty sure it's diverse. So it's like the same with music. Music is your stock. You want to have different styles. You want to have different things because it opened the door for more opportunities for you to, get certain things. Like I was in a Spotify beta program where I was actually getting paid directly from Spotify. I was able to upload music straight through Spotify.
I love that.
Before. Like that was different, but it wouldn't have happened if I would have said no to EDM. If I would have said no to it, these things, who knows what would have happened? But what did happen is beautiful. We got a song, No Glory. No Glory is 500-600 million streams itself, over 1.8 billion video, like people using the songs. That's how much views it got. Over 2 million videos created with it.
That's
2 million. They doing AI videos with it. They doing this. They doing everything with it. So it's like, and it wouldn't happen if I didn't just say yes to foreign.
That's so good. That's so good. What I wanted to take the time to do is I want to go ahead and get into the viewers' questions. So we do have some people that have some questions for you. Yeah. And we're going to go ahead and read them off. The question is from my_name_BB. Shout out to BB.
Shout out to BB.
Has a question. And the question is, how often does he go back and listen to his previous projects like Vibes in 2016 and Toxic in 2018?
I still listen to these albums. I go to my past a lot because I like to know what I've learned from it. So it's even going back to the days. BB know about this too. The day that we was in Apollo doing Light Feet. You know what I'm saying? I go back to that video that Christine had recorded, and I go back and just see like, I remember that time. Because when you remember the times, it kind of helps you with the music because you remember where you was at. Right. And so you're able to bring that back up and or be grateful enough for it, which could spark different ideas. So when I go listen back to Toxic or, Vibes, it puts me in a place where, before those changes happened, because it's 2016. This is 2015 is when everything started.
Right.
So, and that was my first album, Vibes. So it happened. That album happened at a height. You know what I'm saying?
So you must have felt so good. It's like, I'm on a high note right
great.
now.
That was the album hit 1 million streams. I was like, that's really cool. Like it was such a different path. Toxic was just like homage to my aunt because she passed away. She's the one who got me started with like all the equipment. everything that I needed in order to start
Auntie.
music. Ali Ashaba, God rest her soul. But it was just like when she had passed away from cancer, but I was interning at Lounge Studios in Manhattan. There was the head recording studio for Atlantic Records.
Okay.
And so I was meeting people, songwriters and everything. I was learning engineering. I was learning all of this stuff. But my aunt, before she passed away, she had asked me, where's the new music? Because I wasn't working on it. And so I created Toxic. Basically, it was like 26 songs or something like that. Like, it's a lot of songs.
A lot.
And it's just like, basically, I put that out, just be like, yo, auntie, here go all the music. Here's all the music, that I missed, that I didn't create. So when I make music, I don't make music just like for money and things like that. Like, these albums just remind me of who I am and what I go look at my old YouTube videos, my first one, just to know where I started. And it just humbles me enough to be like, you know what? If I look at another artist, like, people brush off artists that's just starting because they like, you sound bad, you da-da-da, this and that. Yeah. And it's just like, I remember when I was there.
Right.
I remember when I was there because
I was struggling.
Yep. I
didn't know where to go.
I wouldn't even say struggling because I wouldn't say I was struggling, and the reason why is because I was having fun. So struggle doesn't happen when you're having fun. Like, think about it, when you young, I'm from the projects, so it's like people struggling there, but when you're having fun, you ain't thinking about no struggle. You know what I'm saying? You ain't thinking about you just having fun. But yeah, so it just brings me closer to myself. Listening to those albums, it does something.
I love that. I can feel it. I can feel your vibe. So he also asks, how does you compare that music to the artist that you are right now in those times? How have you changed since?
I don't
putting those out.
I don't compare no more. I used to compare, but comparison is the thief of joy.
Right.
So it's like, I don't want to go back to something, and basically me going back to it, I just appreciate it. I appreciate what I did at this time and how it helps me, like, today as an artist, is just, again, just grounding me. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I remember this time. I remember these times. This is when things were taking off, and it just shaped. The album shaped who you are. You tell stories when you're an artist. You tell your life story, unless you just making music for parties and stuff. Then you just rap about a certain life. But when music is your journal, that's my journal. That's my when they told us when we was younger, which they don't even tell the kids these days, is have a journal. Y'all had diaries, write all your stuff down.
I still got journal.
That's why I'm alright, because music is my way. It cures me. So when I go listen back to an album, it's like, okay, I got past this. So whatever I'm facing right now, I'm gonna get past that.
Right.
I already got past these hurdles over here, so it made me think I can't do it now.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? So, self-doubt could creep in, but you gotta get over that and be like, yo, because comparison will bring self-doubt.
Yeah, absolutely right. So you can't do that, because I find myself always comparing myself to other people, and I gotta realize there's only one me.
Yeah, come on.
I'm not even doing that.
Come on. There's only one Tanny.
There's only one me.
And there's only one Tanny Talks.
You know what I'm saying? There's only one show like this. I can't compare myself to these other shows because I'm not on that show. I'm on this show.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I gotta worry about where I'm at, and I think that's really good that you've identified those kind of characteristics, and it does kind of build like who you are today, for sure, 100%. Yeah. I think it has a lot to do with like, where you come from and the journeys that you've been through the life, and all that kind of just shapes you into who you are. Coming from like the EDM world, still tapping into like your hip hop roots and making that kind of collide, coming from the Bronx and getting a freaking billion streams. Like, that's just insane to even fathom. I can't wrap my head around that. I think that is so great. And I want to take the time to shout out King Sheik, that says he sounds like such a genuine person. He actually
thank you, King Sheik. What's going on?
And I really want to I really am. I think it's so dope that, like, we've crossed paths again, and this is who you are.
You was my friend. Like, you was my friend in middle school.
This is so crazy. Like, just where we are and how, like, life just brought us back together. I think that means, like, so much. I just want to thank you so much for coming on Tanny Talks and hanging out with me today and sharing your music with the world.
I linked up with a couple of people from middle school.
Yeah?
I'm still in touch with a couple of people.
Really? Like who?
Michael Brown.
Michael Brown?
Michael Brown.
Michael Brown.
Mike, what's his name?
We gotta get together then.
Yeah, it's a couple people. I didn't link with this Thomas, but I remember Thomas. Manny.
You talking about Thomas that makes music?
Nah.
Okay,
He was a different Thomas. I've seen Don Trees. I've seen him.
It's been so long. I don't even know.
I've seen a lot of people. Crystal. that your
I
sister
see her.
hang out.
I've seen her.
I haven't seen her, but I've been online. I've talked to her.
I've seen her online
connected
too.
with her.
I
Yeah,
have.
we
That's
connected.
crazy. Shout out to Crystal. You know, Crystal. We
I like
mess
to
with
create.
you.
I like to
Girl.
the same way with music. The way that works, I like to reconnect with people because it brings me back to
Who we were then.
yeah.
At that time.
That was the toughest year of my life.
Oh man, seventh grade. Shout out to Winnie Team. Shout out to the 7th grade. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get right into his. Actually, this is gonna be his latest release. So guys, tap in and tune in because you will be hearing this track real soon. And it is called. You want to give it to it? Go ahead. You do the intro to
Where I'm from. Where I'm from. Drama B. Where I'm from the album Interstate 90. That's coming very soon to y'all, and it's gonna be amazing. But like a bunch of like songs that means something, you know what I'm saying? That means something, got a message behind it, got that boom bap vibe, and it's just like that music you grew up to, the cookouts and all that, you know, the Wu-Tang and everything, you know, like it's good music right there.
So let's go ahead and get into it. Where I'm from.
The new party.